All right, guys, we're sitting down with two young entrepreneurs from Montreal who decided they weren't interested in following the traditional path and instead choose to take a swing at something way bigger. Jack and Alex are the founders of SnackBump, a brand that's trying to disrupt the snack industry with something simple but powerful, a cake-style snack that actually tastes good, while still being built with real nutritional intention. And instead of anything chalky like a protein bar, they ask a better question. Why can't healthy snacks actually feel like a treat? What makes their story interesting isn't just the product. These guys started this in their early 20s, spent about a year developing the recipe, and launched a brand that's already building some serious momentum online. So today we're going to talk about the real journey, the failures, the recipe experiments, the business side of building a food brand from scratch, and what it takes to try to compete in a billion-dollar industry when you're just getting started. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack and Alex, welcome to the show.
Stronger, harder, faster, healthier, better.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Of course, I appreciate you guys coming down. Okay, so we got some samples here, right?
Yes.
All right, so
Devour them.
I love the labeling. So, do you guys have a favorite flavor? Is that are you guys allowed to say that, or is it like saying
No,
you have a favorite kid?
No. We can say anything, honestly. For me, like, it really depends on the mood. Sometimes I'm feeling the lemon. Sometimes I'm feeling the chocolate. Like, depends on the day. It's like sometimes I'm feeling vodka. Sometimes I'm feeling tequila. It depends. You know?
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try this one.
Go for it.
All right, Stacey already had one off air because she didn't want to wait for nobody. That's funny.
So yeah, that's the lemon right there.
The La La Lemon.
Yeah.
A la lemon.
So like I said, 8 grams of protein. We're getting it to 10 pretty soon.
On the packaging, we put little messages.
Certified cake lovers.
It's a certified cake lover. But we have like 10 different messages that we put on different.
Oh, really? And do you guys try to interchange that?
Yeah, that's one of the issues here. When you're when you're starting a company, there's a lot of little stupid issues out there. Just like one, how this doesn't open perfectly. So
It could have been the user, though.
Actually, no. You know what?
Stacey did it fine.
It's the user, guys.
It's the user.
The user needs help.
Yeah, there you go.
He needs help.
Thank you. All right.
So yeah, that was one of our main issues when we printed our packaging. Actually, we printed the tear notch too low, so we had to hand cut notches, like on each and every single wrapper, to make the notch a little bit lower. Because the seal was below the notch, so when people tried to open it, they just got to the seal.
Oh, and so they have to now they gotta get out the scissors or whatever.
Which was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, nothing's gonna be perfect at the beginning when we realize
you just
that. You know?
innovate.
Yeah.
Okay, trying on camera. It's my first time. Zoom in. You can tell I'm a bad poker player, so that was really good, actually.
Told you.
I hate to say this word, but it's moist.
Well, what's wrong with moist?
No, what? I like moist.
How come people don't like moist?
I like moist.
The moist is good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Really good. That's really good.
Thank you. So for the lemon, obviously chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate, so we decided to go with that. With the lemon, is we know that like Starbucks, people love the lemon at Starbucks.
That's true, because I get like a black coffee, and I'll usually get like a lemon loaf.
Yeah.
To balance that, like. I'm a bump
now you
right
can
after.
now you can get a bump.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I mean, that goes to my first question. Like, what is bump? Like where'd you get that like name from?
The name. So actually, I was on vacation, and I was on a boat. We were sailing to an island for 24 hours, and honestly, it was pretty tough to be on just the boat, no phones for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I was spending some good time with my father. We're talking business planning, like the beginning of the company, and giving some feedback.
Yeah.
So we spent probably like 12 hours going back and forth with names, from really stupid names to better names to even better names, and we honestly at the end came along to Bump. Bump is like a mood booster. It's like an upper, something to make you feel good. Yeah.
Jack, what was some of the first names that we came up with?
Some of the first names, there's some stupid names. Like sorry,
You
Mom.
really don't like these earlier names, eh?
No.
You know, they were not very good.
Sorry, Mom, but every time I come up with a business idea, she sends me like 48 hours worth of names, and one was like healthy is the best and things like that. And
There's one cake fuel.
Yeah.
Cake feels okay. But
it's
the
not-
thing
you know,
is it's too long.
it's too long, and it's just it doesn't like it's like meh. It doesn't have the snap. It doesn't have the punch.
Yeah,
The
but
bump.
to say it took 6 months, exactly. It took 6 months to come up with a good name. And 4 letters. 4 letters is amazing. It's quick and people love 4 letters. I recommend it.
Yeah. So okay, when somebody's biting into your guys' product, what is the reaction you want them to have what's an ideal reaction you want them to have the very first time they bite into it?
I think that the most important reactions for them to be satisfied, for them to take a bite and say, "Fuck yeah, that's the best snack I've ever had in my life," because everything else is chalky. Everything else doesn't taste good, So that's why we came together, and that was kind of our mission, to make something that was healthy but also actually tasted good at the same time.
Yeah, I would probably say, no way that's healthy.
Yeah.
That's the line I want.
Yeah,
people
what's
to-
actually in it kind of situation.
We want people to take a bite, finish their product, and say, "That was so good, I'm going to get another one."
Yeah, I would honestly, after a workout, I'd crush probably 2 of these.
Yeah.
I would crush 2 of these for sure. It's interesting because you guys, what stood out to me as a trainer is 8 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. Am I right? Or 4 grams of fiber?
So in the lemon, we have 4 grams of fiber.
Okay,
In
okay.
the chocolate, we have 8 grams of fiber.
Okay. Why the disparity? What's the difference there?
So it just comes down to formulation. Different batters have different viscosities, different fat levels and percentages and things like that. But yeah, we're definitely working on getting them a bit more up as well.
We're gonna get to 10, but he's the
You
chef.
get the 10 grams of
We're gonna
fiber?
get to
protein.
protein.
Oh, protein.
You're talking about fiber.
Whoa, I want to know both.
Okay, so but for protein, RX bar, for example, which sold for $500 million, they were a protein bar first. They were 12 grams, so at 10 grams, we're in that range of good protein and the right perception for it. But he knows everything about it. He's the chef. He just graduated from chef school.
Okay.
I don't even know how to make toast, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So I can't speak.
It's okay. I make him learn a little bit.
Yeah,
I make him
try.
come.
What's the best thing you can cook? Actually,
Nothing.
nothing.
Bump cakes.
Okay.
No, I can't cook anything.
Okay, so what about you? Other than obviously these, what's something, if you invite a girl over, you're like, I'm gonna cook for you. What's the one thing you can brag about?
He does that all the time, by the way. So he uses it.
You're not supposed to say that. I would say probably fresh pasta, tomahawk steaks.
Oh, you
always
can barbecue too.
smoke, barbecue, everything. It's the best.
Okay.
It's so good.
All right. Okay, so your tagline basically says cake that's actually good for you. Why did you choose to attack snacks this way instead of doing another protein bar? Because obviously we see protein bars all the time, new ones. This one has more fiber. This one's more gooey. This one actually, even I don't know if you know, but Snickers and Mars actually created a protein bar for themselves, and it was not bad. I'm more of a Snickers guy, but at the end of the day, it still tasted like a protein bar. It just felt like it was faking it as long as possible. Did you guys always want to be no, we want to do a cake, or did you guys in the beginning, how can we make the best protein bar, the best protein snack?
You want to say it, or you want me to?
Go for it.
Okay, so first off, the dream and the vision was to take a product that everybody likes, which is cake, and turn into a healthy snack. So cake is very emotional and nostalgic. So we wanted to do that. Also, like you said, protein bar aisle is extremely saturated. We wanted to stay far away from protein bars, which is why we're changing the texture, we're changing the packaging, we're changing the colors, we're changing the vibe. So we wanted to stay as far as possible, basically.
Yeah.
Just for curiosity's sake, if I gave you a magic wand and to make the best, to stand out from a protein bar, what would you change in that industry?
I would probably say texture. Texture and flavor, because it's just chalky, and you eat a protein bar not because you want to, but because you have to for the macros, right? So if there's a bar out there that you can have because one, you want to, and it's also good for you in terms of the ingredients, right?
Or if you have a sugar craving.
or if you have a sugar craving, but
Yeah.
something that's not loaded with garbage ingredients and preservatives and etc. The list goes way on. I'd say that's the biggest thing that these guys can change.
Yeah, and just like, I don't know if I should be saying this, but indulgence is the new standard, and that's where the market's moving towards. People want to feel like they're treating themselves to something while also being healthy, and brands are slowly starting to move towards that, and I think we're one of the very first to do this.
Yeah, I mean, even how I found you guys were running some kind of like an ad or something like that.
Yeah.
And I saw, and then I saw your guys' ad, and I was like, the first thing that I saw was the bright coloring, and I was like, this stands out, right? The hook there, and then like, you guys were like, oh, this tastes like actual cake, but it's actually good. I'm like, okay, let me see what's next. And you talked about the macros. I'm like, those are pretty good macros. And then even it seems like you guys are just like so focused on satiating people's indulgence and while giving them as much health and nutrition as possible.
Exactly.
Right? Opposed to like, I feel like, and I can say this because we're not sponsored by anybody, but I feel like Grenade Bar and all these other bars are just like, we're going to do the best we can to fake it. You guys, I feel like you guys are just like, no, we're going to make something healthy and then we're going to add some good taste to it.
And everyone knows it's being faked, honestly. Like every time I eat a protein bar, like most of the time my stomach ends up hurting. I feel heavy. I have a sweetener aftertaste. Like I just don't feel great, Whereas when I have one of these, I feel much better. I feel like I'm actually eating a healthy treat while at the same time satisfying my cravings, my sweet cravings.
Well, 100%. I mean, I would like the possibilities are endless. Like I would crush this up and put it in my Greek yogurt. I would like have this with a coffee. I would have this after with a treat with my like lunch. Like the possibilities are endless.
So many possibilities. You could warm it up, put it with a soup of. There's a ton of now healthy protein ice creams.
Yeah.
Put that with it, make like a little fondant dessert, whatever. There's endless possibilities. We want it to be kind of like the modern day Twinkie, if you will, right? Where it's kind of the healthier version of that of that nostalgic brand, but now people are moving away from that because the trends are more health conscious, right? So people are looking for that protein, they're looking for the lower sugar, they're looking for the fiber, the sustained energy, So and we offer all that with this.
Yeah. So you guys met in high school, right?
Sorry?
You guys met in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we knew each other in high school, but we reconnected once like a year or two after graduated at the gym.
You graduated at the gym?
No.
Yeah.
Graduated. And then we graduated and then we met at
the
like,
gym.
We
Okay.
reconnected at the gym.
Oh, okay. I misinterpreted. So I also read that neither of you guys really felt like the traditional school route, right? So when did you guys want to be like dive into that entrepreneur? Did you always want to be an entrepreneur, both of you?
I think so. For me, at least. I started working pretty young. When I was 13, 14, started in fast food. Went up to some pretty high-end restaurants in Montreal. But starting a restaurant, food in general was just always my passion.
He's the manager at McDonald's at 15 years old.
So it was just always my passion, and I always knew I wanted to start something in food. And then we came up with this idea because at that time we were tired of school, we wanted out. And we came up with that.
And what about you? Did you always?
I was like always growing up at the dinner table, like with my family talking about entrepreneurships. Like I'd be making business plans at like 11 years old, bringing it down to my dad, bringing it down to like my grandparents, showing it to them. So like I think at heart, I think that's what I'm meant to do. And I never really loved school. Like the amount of fights I got into with my mom about school is a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Who was the first one to say, let's actually build a snack company?
The first one to say, so I would come up with a lot of ideas and I didn't love the ideas. Okay. So then Alex came to me one time when I was like devastated about one of my ideas failing, and he said like, let's make something together. He's like, listen, I'm a chef, and we can make something in food. So that's when we started brainstorming and came up with this.
And so when did like SnackBump, like when did it become like real? Like like when did you guys look at each other like let's actually do this? Do you guys remember?
Honestly, like surprisingly, like
I think we took it pretty seriously from the start.
Like right
from,
at
from
the
the
beginning.
get-go. We
Yeah.
knew that because we were always very serious about it, and we really wanted to get out of school.
Yeah.
So basically, we just put all our time, our energy, our everything we had into it, and we just kind of
day one, I was up till 7 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about it,
Ideas and stuff like that.
about that idea.
Yeah.
and we were testing like tens, like even day one, we were testing. I didn't even know what to test. I just hopped in the kitchen, started throwing things together, trying to figure something out. And then a year later, after a bunch of R&D, we came up with our product.
Was it always the idea for cake?
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Yeah, for sure cake. You're like, we gotta do cake.
Cake is amazing. Everyone loves cake.
It's true. You
make
gotta
it
make
healthy.
birthday cake flavor.
We get that a lot.
Yeah, we'll do vanilla. There's a lot. There's cheesecake. There's birthday
Carrot,
cake.
banana.
There's matcha. Like there's a
I'm
lot.
not a fan of matcha, but
Yeah, but a lot of girls.
We're
a
gonna
lot of-
we're gonna make you a fan of matcha.
Oh yeah, you'd be so good at it. All right, the matcha's good.
Right, and also like last thing, dessert trends. Like I just read a massive article and study about this. People are eating desserts more as snacks now, and I read it and my jaw dropped because it's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, I find too another flavor too is like pistachio.
Yep.
Pistachio.
I'm
No,
allergic.
You're allergic. Oh, well, we're not doing that one.
Nah, you ain't doing it.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. So the next question I wanted to ask you was like the support pretty on board in the beginning
In terms of
for the company. Like when you told your parents, your friends, they're like,
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I'd like to say that when speaking, like obviously my parents always support me and my immediate family like go and do what you have to do, like but stay in school. That slowly switched a bit over time where they see I'm building something real. They're like okay, you could take it a bit easier. My mom stopped being so hard on me about like of showing up to classes and all that. But it's actually pretty funny in terms of in the first year before we launched Friends. Every time they asked me what I was doing and I told them I'm making a healthy cake, I got a weird look, and like I'm
like one of these?
Yeah, like I'm not
Yeah,
stupid. I
it's
can
like
tell when they're like this guy's
Crazy or
bullshitting.
whatever. Yeah.
like you tell
guy's
someone
crazy.
I want to make a cake brand, and they're like, you want to make a cake
So this
brand,
guy's
like-
off his rocker.
They're like,
Like,
what are you
cake
doing?
brand?
So but then the more you work on it, and the more your product comes to life, and then they see your packaging, and they see your product and your positioning. They see you in stores, they see you online.
Like, wow, okay.
And now
Wow.
they come up to us and tell us you guys are amazing.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
cool. I want to try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. So what did you see in the snack industry that needed to be changed?
All right, guys, we'll get back to the podcast, but I just want to give a little bit of a shout out to our sponsors, Northern Hydration. So it's a Canadian company. They sell electrolytes. They have lemon, they have lime, they have orange. My favorite is the orange. It's one of the best flavors in my opinion. But use our discount code GetAlpha10. Other than that, let's get back to the episode.
It's a good question. So, like Jack said, right? So there's more. Right now, there's more than ever. People are looking to have something that's healthy but also indulgent. People are tired of eating the same chalky bars every day, right? And so we really found a gap where there wasn't anything. We found that things were either unhealthy but tasted really, really good, or there were things that were totally healthy but tasted like shit. So we're like, okay, how can we come up with something that targets both of these things and actually achieves it, and not just claims to achieve it like a lot of these other companies, right? And apart from that, cake itself was there was such a lack of branding behind cake. I asked people, name me one brand of cake. Nobody knows.
That's actually true. I didn't think about that.
So there's that as well.
Why do you think there's so many like that? Why do you think that's true?
Well, one, I think because shelf life is a real issue when it comes to cake.
Yeah.
And most brands don't want to take the uphill battle of selling in the fridge because it's a lot more expensive and harder to deal with. But if you want cake, it got to be in the fridge. So we're one of the first to put, with the trending towards fridge, cake in a fridge so it can actually taste like cake finally, not be shit for you.
You know, as long as, you know, all these in aisle 3 of the grocery store with all the junk food, all these cakes, you know, they're loaded with preservatives. There's a reason they can stay on the shelf for a year. Us, we're not that. We're not going to stay on the shelf for a year. It's not going to happen, right? But these snacks that can, you know that naturally they can't do that. Like Whole Foods can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
So just got to picture, like, what are they putting in these foods to make it last a year
Yeah.
on a shelf at room temperature?
Yeah, if something has a 2-year or whatever expiry date, you're like, what's in this?
Sketch.
Yeah, it is. Why do you think like such healthy snacks taste so bad?
That's a good question.
But you mean healthy in terms of what?
Like healthy,
what's the
like
definition of healthy?
healthy snacks that you've seen just like advertised.
But there's a lot of different
So
connotations of
let's
healthy.
say like a healthy snack. Trying to think something we've seen at like Nature's or something like
Because
that.
there's one healthy snack in terms of macros and there's one in terms of clean ingredients.
Let's say clean ingredients.
In terms of clean ingredients, why does it taste bad? One thing that's very interesting is that one of our approaches is chef first, chemist second. So most of these companies formulate being a chemist first. They make a product that lasts long. They make a product that's not expensive to make, you know, but it doesn't taste as good. But when you have a chef formulating it for
First.
a palate and then bring a chemist later to work backwards, that's where you're really getting a good
interesting.
tasting product.
And then what do you think is like the biggest lie that like industries tell consumers about their product
The biggest lie that industry,
for snacks?
I mean, I think that some things are healthy. People say it's healthy because it has a few grams, because it has protein, 20 grams of protein, and it has low sugar. But at the end of the day, it's horrible for you. It's brutal. There's a ton of preservatives, ton of fake ingredients, fake sweeteners, and that's the biggest lie.
If somebody walked into the store today, why should they choose Bump over any other snack?
They should choose Bump because Bump is healthy, Bump is trendy, and it actually freaking tastes good.
And it does actually freaking taste
It's
good.
indulgent. It's satisfying. It kills that sweet craving that, 60% of people have a dessert in the last 24 hours, right? So this kills that trend, that craving, right? And if you could, instead of having, an unhealthy cake, have this and it tastes just the same, right?
I mean, you could even have 2 of these and still be healthier than
Sure.
a big piece of cake.
And if your kid, right, you're gonna give your kid at school, you're gonna give him a pack of Oreos, right? That's gonna crash his energy, or a granola bar, or you could give him cake, right? That's gonna bring up his energy, right?
And it tastes just as good.
Tastes just as good.
Cake or granola bar? Like, I wonder which one.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Okay, so Alex, you're the chef.
Yeah.
Right? So what did the first version of the product taste like?
Like nothing.
Like just nothing?
Like just nothing. It wasn't good. It was really bad actually.
It wasn't great.
So basically how I started testing was I had like 5, because there's so many different variables, so many different controls when you're formulating a recipe, right? Every different ingredient has different percentages, different levels. Different apple purees have different levels of sweetness, which affect the product differently. Different water activities, different temperatures that you bake in the oven. There's so many different variables. So I think just controlling everything, and how we started was we just had a bunch of the same control recipe modified with like 5 different sugars all at the same amount. We found, okay, this sugar led to a moister cake, and then we take that sugar and we would play, okay, let's try it at 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, right? Just to try and find that perfect balance, right? But to do that with 20 ingredients takes a really long time. 20 different molds, 20 different oven temperatures, right? Rotating the racks in the oven, it takes a lot of
There's
time.
thousands of variables that go into it, and just one small measurement difference in one ingredient can, from
Well,
my
especially
experience,
for
what I've
baking,
seen, make
yeah.
it
Exactly.
taste bad.
You know,
Yeah.
with baking especially, you need such control. Even the humidity in the air, if it's raining outside, right, can have a different effect on the finished product.
Oh,
right?
wow.
How you package it, the time between baking and packaging it, whether it's 30 minutes, 60 minutes, an hour and a half, you know, can have fundamental differences on the shelf life of the product.
So when you're creating the product, did you guys have like three or a couple of like non-negotiables? Like I made the joke, but like it has to be it has to be moist.
Yeah.
It has to. Were there a couple things like it has to be these three?
Yeah.
And then we'll work around.
Yeah, so it had to be indulgent. It had to be moist. It had to taste good, and it had to have our 8 grams of protein, our 170 calories, and our 5 to 6 grams of fat.
So I'd say it had to be healthy, it had to be indulgent, and it had to be preserved, like natural, only all natural. We don't want to put anything in there that's not natural, because we believe really what comes from the earth is what we should be consuming.
No, that's fair.
And that's why you'll find in our product, you'll find avocado oil, you know, you'll find almond flour, really, really clean ingredients, right? That are,
Full ingredients.
we try and stick to. At the end of the day, we're a cake, right? So we need, there are certain fundamentals that you need in cake, right? For it to be a cake, right? So you need leavening agents, right? But we try and stick to as many whole foods as we possibly can to make it still be a cake, right? But still be as functional as possible.
That makes sense. How many recipes did you guys roughly go through?
I did over 1,000 plus 100 recipes.
Wow. How long? Like roughly how long? Was that 2 months? Is that 1 month?
A year.
A year?
Plus. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of recipes. Like I said, there's so many different controls. You know, he spent countless hours designing the packaging, the nutrition label, the colors, the fonts, the size of the lettering. In Quebec, there's lots of legislation for that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I bet. Were there a lot of things you had to learn for the
Everything.
cover of it? Like, did you look up like designing how to get the hook on the everything, or
Oh, you're saying from like
for the product design of like the label?
okay, the label. I just looked at other products in Quebec and I tried to follow. Like,
And make it better, yeah.
no, I mean I try to follow like their compliant like the,
Oh,
the
what they were
French
doing there?
laws and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then because you guys chose like really bold colors, did you guys always want bold color, like
I mean,
with a bright blue,
I honestly don't understand why other brands don't do it. Because when I walk in a grocery store, I feel like everything's kind of the same color.
Yeah.
Like I still don't get it. Like, isn't it a bit logic to want something that pops out more than everything else?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for them, but I would agree with you. Like, you want something to catch a person's eye right away.
Exactly.
That's why, again, we kind of chose a different style of packaging, which was a pillow box, right? There's 35,000 products in a grocery store, and most of them, if not all of them, are in
A
some
bag.
type of bag,
Yeah.
right? So if you could have something that's totally different, like a different packaging and different colors that pop and stick out, you know, why wouldn't people take their attention and put it towards that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's an on the go kind of try to copy McDonald's Apple turnover. You know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's kind of like the 90s. We're kind of
nostalgia there?
we're kind of going for the 90s trendy nostalgia, kind of brings you back, but it's still convenient on the go. You know, it's kind of almost like the fry box ish.
Yeah, a little bit. What was your first big problem after launching? When you finally launched, what was the big problem you guys had to fix together?
Our product wasn't ready.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
That's you, my friends.
You're the chef.
Okay, no, so just figuring out suppliers was a big one, because it's one thing to run to your local grocery store to pick up ingredients for tests, right? Another thing to go big scale and kind of and make these cakes with actual ingredients and actually try and have a margin, right? Because when we're testing, we don't look at that, right? But as soon as it comes to going to retail, that matters. Another thing was scaling up our recipes. So our first production, we had maybe 1,000 cakes go in the garbage because we scaled up the recipe and it wasn't proportionate. So that was a big lesson that we learned. We had customers who were banging on the door waiting for product. Like they were emailing us nonstop. Where is our cake? We were like, oh shit, we can't deliver. Fuck. We didn't have any ingredients left after those 1,000 cakes. We were waiting for suppliers to ship us more stuff. And we were just like trying to turn around as fast as possible.
Yeah, so we ran out of egg white because of that. Then we had to ship egg white to the U.S. We crossed the border, got stopped at the border for 3 hours.
Why do you have so much egg white?
No, we didn't have. We were sitting in the investigation area. They took our phones, looked through our thing, investigated us, finally let us in. We got the egg white. We came back to Canada. They put us on the side and made us watch them with like 6 dogs and like 10 cops sniff out the cars. We had to keep our hands up, looking through the tires, through the windows.
You're very passionate about this, right?
It was a fun time.
But to be honest, like I get it. It's kind of sketchy to bring egg white powder over the border.
Yeah.
When you're there for only like an hour, it is sketchy. So they were testing the egg white and stuff, and we're like, this is gonna make a good story for the future.
So we were like, we're like,
we got cakes to make here.
We'll make you one. We'll send it.
We're like, wait, can we film them and post it?
Yeah, that's so funny.
We were like, this is gonna make a good.
So how long were you like there for? 5 hours?
Well, on the way there, we were in the room for like 3 hours with our fellow deportees.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, we were there probably like 20 something minutes, but we had no jacket. We were in the cold. It was like minus 20 something. We were just waiting, watching them like destroy the car.
Yeah, because they rip it apart, and then it's your job to put everything back, right?
Yeah. They don't care.
So yeah, they're doing their jobs. It's okay.
Covered a good base there. They're doing their job.
Lesson learned though.
Yeah.
Scale up your recipes properly.
Yeah.
Because that was a big one. And then we turned around as fast as possible. 2 weeks later, we had customers like harassing us. It
was stressful.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Stressful first 2 weeks.
So how did you guys? What was your game plan in going to retailers? Right.
In going to retailers, so honestly,
did you just email these people? I want to go to Summerhill. I want to go here. Did you just email them? How did that come about?
Yeah. So actually, like, since our manufacturing is done in-house and we don't have like a 20,000 unit capacity per day, we have not gone out yet. Coming in the next maybe 2 weeks, but we haven't gone out and actually tried to like sell to different retailers. So basically, most of the retailers except one that we have right now are through ads and contacted us.
Okay. Was there anything that surprised you? Who contacted you?
Yeah, definitely. Like we got IGA. Is that one? We got IGA who contacted us.
Oh, nice.
We got also Summerhill. They are amazing. Everyone like go to Summerhill, guys. They're
We have a Summerhill
awesome.
like down the corner from here.
Really?
Literally, it's like down the street from here.
So maybe we're in there.
So we're
Let's go check it out.
we are in there.
No, we're in there then.
Yeah?
Yeah,
we're in all sorts.
Guys.
When I go, we'll take a picture.
Sure.
And send it to you.
So we're actually going to Eglinton tomorrow to sample.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Forest
we're
Hill
gonna
one.
give.
So that's pretty cool that these people have been reaching out to you, and
Yeah.
because that just means that they know, and it reinsures you that you guys have a great product.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I like to say, because it's true in my opinion, and it's funny. Like, I was trying to build the hype and the social media and the reels and all that, and I still don't understand why we got so much hype, and like, so many like, the amount of support and like messages from famous people and from suppliers, from retailers, it surprises me. I guess it goes to speak on the story, the concept, and the power of social media.
I think the biggest thing when I see your social media, it's like, and it's, to me, it's just like, and I mean this in a positive way, it's like a David and a Goliath kind of situation. Like you guys even said, like, how can two guys, beat $1 billion industry, like, and automatically, I want to support that. You know what I mean? Because to me, I'm like, oh, these two young guys are trying to, you know, give a middle finger to like these like industries and be like, we're gonna create something even better. And I think that, to me, when I see your social media, it's like, I want to support that right away. You know what I
This
mean?
is all before they try the product.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like, people are telling me, I love the concept, I want to invest in you. I'm like, relax, try the product first. Sure. I feel
First of all, you say, hey, let's talk numbers. And then you say, relax.
no, I feel like people are BSing me when they tell me like, I love it and I want to put money into it. I'm like, you haven't even tried the product yet. What if it tastes like absolute crap?
I mean, you're not wrong. But I mean, it's really good that people are trying to invest into it right away.
No, I'm not complaining. Definitely not
Yeah.
complaining. But it's just, it speaks a lot to I guess the concept and what we've been doing is working.
Yeah, I think it really has. And I think your guys' reels are funny. I think your reels are quick, to the point. Yeah, I think you guys are really killing it. How important do you guys think it is for like founders to tell their storytelling?
Fundamental.
I think so too.
Nobody will ever tell their story better than the founders. Nobody
sure.
nobody will market their brand better than the founders.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to do it. Like, imagine Steve Jobs or these people were in our area right now, and they were like storytelling, creating the iPhone. Like, we didn't have IG like this back then. It would be crazy, right? We have books and documentaries and stuff like that. But imagine these innovators.
Right.
We're storytelling. We only hear about like these great founders from like biopics and stuff like that. So I think it's really important to like share your story right away. So are you guys trying to do that with like reels and everything like that?
Yeah, like we're trying to tell our story as much as possible. We want people to know us. We want to be friends with people. Everyone that texts us, we probably answer within like 45 seconds. Not because we have to, but because we love like just conversing with people and like having conversations, making new friends, and I think that's very important.
Do you guys have a content person, or are you guys just you?
So until like the last two videos, we were basically just doing it us with like a contract filmer, but now we're working with an agency.
Oh,
And so this way we
amazing.
can pump out a lot more content around. Right now we're going to do like five a month, but we want to do even more.
Perfect. What post or video performed way better than you expected?
I think like it's really hard to decide like what video is going to do well. You can have a video you think is a masterpiece, you think is like amazing.
Yes.
And then it doesn't perform. Or you can have a video that you're like, it's a bit repetitive, like I've said this before, or like I don't love this part of it, but then all of a sudden it does 30,000 views.
And you're like, okay,
You just
maybe it's not
Better
repetitive.
than I thought it
yeah,
would.
and you have like hockey players and MMA fighters reaching out to you, and you're like, you gotta test. You gotta test. Put things out there. Volume, obviously quality too. There's a balance, and test and see what works and repeat it.
Volume's a huge thing. Volume, because it's like, if you put one thing out every like couple of days and it's a quality one, that's great. But if you put like 7 things out and 4 of them are quality out of 7, that's going to create so much more momentum.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you need to have as much volume and speed as possible when it comes to content.
Also messaging though, like that, you need things that really relate to people. That people like you said before, like they see the David and Goliath story and they want to
be part of it.
they want to be part
I
of
want
it.
to see you win.
So you kind of gotta like use the human power of storytelling and really communicate your message to people, then make it relate to people. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that. What did you learn about consumer psychology from social media?
Consumer psychology from social media. I learned that honestly, I think it's too early to tell anything. Like I just think like we're testing reels right now and seeing what works. A lot of people have been positive. There's been a bunch of negative people, for sure, but that's what comes with it.
Really?
Yeah.
There's of course.
I mean, whatever you feel comfortable. Well, what negative thing are you going to say about this?
a lot.
Well, there's people who.
Like in the sense of like trolls and be like, it probably tastes like shit. Are you talking about like that?
No, honestly, none of that. But
Well,
like
the hockey pucks guy.
yeah, for example, anyways, no, we don't want to say specifically, but But
I feel like it's a hockey puck.
someone
guy.
just being like extra hard on us for no reason, just kind of being a bit of a douche.
Yeah.
Like some small things that someone shouldn't get mad at. It's just trying to get mad, or like say a comment on our post saying like, oh, these guys are just out for it for themselves, basically.
That's so random though.
Yeah.
One, I mean,
I think they're jealous.
yeah. One, people who do like, I know it's so lame to say this, but people who are so quick to bring you down, anybody, clearly is unhappy in their own life.
Of course, I don't.
You know what I
take
mean?
that
You could
personally.
disagree with something. Like I can look at like a product and be like, "Ugh, that." Even if I thought like that looks like shit, why am I gonna take time to comment? Why? Like I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, I don't like that," and then I'm gonna go, I don't know, on about my day.
Yeah, like listen, I don't take it personally whatsoever.
No, of course not.
It comes with the game.
Yes.
And listen, I kind of feel bad for people that feel the need to spread that hate. Like I
Yeah,
feel
but
bad.
hurt
you know?
people hurt people. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I feel bad that they need to hurt others. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. Were you gonna say something?
No, I just think people like they're probably just jealous, right? Like I think that's why you're taking off, like you were talking about a little bit earlier. Is the two factors. One, you have a really good idea with a great product, and you're young and independent. And I think that's the magic formula right now because people are sick of corporate and corporate taking everything. So the fact that you're so young and independent is, I think, in your favor, right? Like I develop websites, and for example, if we make them look too corporate, they don't do as well. The less corporate we make a website look, the better it does.
Yeah, like stock photos and stuff like that. People hate stock photos. They know when they see a stock photo.
Yeah, because they can't relate to it as much.
Exactly.
It's not like your everyday person, you know. We're just everyone's everyday people, right? At the end of the day, and like some people don't act like it, and they're not humble whatsoever. But regardless of anything that comes in the future, we're always going to be humble and we're always going to act like it because we are everyday people and
Yeah,
we
just trying to
respect
do great
everyone.
things.
Yeah.
What's the biggest sacrifice you guys had to make starting this?
You want to talk?
Yeah, I'd say time, but that's not even like we're all doing like we're doing it for our mission, right? So it's like time is like the biggest thing that we've put into this, I think, right?
I mean, a year, man, to like test things is crazy.
We put a decent investment from us at the start, and time is, I think, probably aside from that, the biggest probably thing that we've put in as well.
No, honestly, I would say
and
like
drive.
I would say like if I was 50 years old and I had a bunch of kids, I'd be able to say I've sacrificed something. But I feel like at this age right now, I'm in a position to say that I don't think I've sacrificed anything because I love
Very
what I
honest.
do.
It's not really sacrifice, you know, like it's not really sacrifice for us.
Well, I mean, a lot of people your age too, like they're either in school or they're in side hustles. Like I think you're not. I think you are right. You're not really sacrificing anything, but at the same time, you're so focused on what you guys want to do, like. You're not really like enjoying your young life in the sense of like other guys are like. I mean, you could be, okay? You're young, but what I'm trying to say is like these guys or these other people are worrying about handing in these essays or doing this or picking up Vanessa at 7 p.m. and you guys are staying up late you're trying to think of cake batter when you know Vanessa's waiting for you for 7 p.m. and then you're thinking of like this business ideas. Other people don't think like this.
Vanessa can wait till 10 p.m. She can wait.
I love that.
So, no, honestly, like I think we have a great balance. I think we have.
You do? Oh, so I guess that's my next thing. It's like, how do you guys balance being young entrepreneurs, being driven, not losing time, but enjoying your,
For some reason,
adolescence?
I don't know what's wrong with us, but we don't need much sleep.
Yeah, we don't need
No, I know what's wrong with you. You're young. I used to be young.
No, but we don't. We don't.
Listen,
have
when you're
time.
young, you're made out of magic and rubber, okay? When you get our age, it's duct tape and caffeine.
No, but it's insane. Like we literally. I don't think I've sat at my TV for the last year for more than 5 minutes.
So you haven't caught up on Love is Blind.
No, definitely not. I don't watch shows. I don't do any of that.
Yeah. But this is my point. You're not doing that. Like, what's your downtime look like?
There's no downtime.
No, I mean,
That's what that's what I'm talking about.
no, there's no downtime, but we're still doing the fun things.
Yeah.
Like
What's the
we'll
fun
have
things?
we'll have like a meeting and working our asses off from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then we'll go out with our friends till 2:30, 3 and wake up at 8 again.
Man, remember what it's like to be young like that? It's crazy.
So going back to the sacrifice.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a sacrifice just because like we're learning so much, right? Like things that you could never learn in a classroom behind a whiteboard, right?
Yeah.
Learning from a textbook because we're in the real world and we're doing it, you know?
You have experience.
So there's only so much you could learn about packaging design without designing a package. There's only so much you can learn about product formulation without formulating a product, you know? So us actually doing it, I don't think we've made sacrifices. If anything, we've gained so much in terms of knowledge. And yeah.
I mean,
agree.
Yeah, experience, in my opinion, always beats knowledge. Like, if we going to put it on my side, like, the amount of guys or girls I used to work with who spent years in kinesiology, knew the body inside out, and actually had to relay it to a person, talk to that person, perform it, they would fumble most of the time because they would only be used to a textbook instead of real life experiences, real training. Now, you need a little bit of both, right? Sometimes to be like a little bit of a weapon, but I think experience beats it all for sure.
Yeah, but I think it depends on like what you're studying. If you're a medical student,
Oh, that's very
like
different.
please go to school. Like guys, I'm begging you. So when I'm 80, someone's gonna do my surgery, and I beg you, don't use ChatGPT.
Yeah, don't use ChatGPT assignments, please.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit different though. You shouldn't legally have a medical license, you know, unless you actually did go to school. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
What were the moments you almost quit? Almost.
I don't think we ever almost quit.
No.
No. Even during the super rough.
Even the recipe 999.
Even recipe 999, we said that there has to be a way.
Yeah.
And we just kept hammering it and trying it in different methods, different, you know.
Yeah, we're not saying it's not been hard. It's been really hard. Like a lot of these recipes not come out well.
We learned a lot of
a
lessons.
ton of failures. Got scammed a couple of times. Spent money on stupid things shouldn't be spent on. But honestly, they're all like learning experiences for us. So
Do you guys find it easier to have a business partner? Like if you have a low day, you can rely on him and vice versa, or you guys haven't had that yet?
I think like who you go into business with is extremely important. You're
Yes.
basically getting married to the person.
Yeah.
And one thing that I can
You're married, bro. Vanessa can wait. But I 100% agree.
Vanessa can't wait till next year.
No, but yeah, but one thing that is great is like before I've had business partners in the past and they haven't been as committed as me.
Yeah, agreed.
And it just really pissed me off. So this is the first time that I actually have someone who cares as much as I do, and it's honestly it's great because I could be a bit obsessive.
Yeah, well,
like
wait, staying up until 2 a.m.
yeah, no, I'm obsessive, but also he's obsessive, so
That-
it's great.
It's just
You
in
know what?
different talents.
And that could be like, that's could be a really good thing too. You know?
100%.
So
No, I'm saying I'm saying in general, like obsessiveness is not necessarily good, but when it comes to being successful, you got to be obsessive.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Was there like a time though that like you both like were like we gotta sit down, we gotta figure out like everything in the sense of like how we're gonna go forward, like so because when you go into a business relationship, there's also uncomfortable conversations like, okay, is it shares 50-50? Have you guys ever had like arguments in general about things?
About
Just like the
just in
recipes
general?
as a business partner, and how do you guys deal with that confrontation together?
Just honestly, at the beginning, we were like obviously business partners. We can have separate ideas, and we were clashing on some ideas, and it was wasting time and it was inefficient. So we came up with a solution, getting a third party. So when it comes to big decisions, both of us have to agree. But when it comes to small things like on product or on marketing, I'll give my recommendation, and if he tells me no, like that's probably the dumbest thing you've ever said, then I'll just leave it at that, you know.
I feel like he said that.
Maybe I'm out to get him.
That's so funny.
But yeah, and sometimes we go to a third party
That's fair just to see.
and we
Well,
do
you know,
exactly what they say.
If he feels really strongly about subject A, and I feel really strongly about doing subject B, right, and we're both really on the fence, right, we'll take somebody who's like a neutral party, and they'll be the final say.
Yeah, and we gotta do whatever they say.
Is it always this one person?
Yeah, most of the time it's the one person. Yeah.
Who's this person?
It's very secret.
Okay, a secret person. I feel like it's somebody's dad or something. Okay, well, what's the trait someone needs if they want to build something real?
Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the episode. I just want to give a little bit of a shout out to one of our sponsors for the podcast, Methylene Blue. You can find this at Paradigm Supplements. We like to use it here at the podcast just because it helps with gut health, immune system, ATP performance. Use code GETALPHA15 for a little bit of money off. Other than that, let's get back to the episode.
I'd say obsessiveness
I agree.
and strategy. Strategy, because you can be obsessive and you can be banging yourself against the same wall, right? But strategy and defining like what your positioning is, what the gap you're solving is, like you're working down the hill instead of up the hill. So
What entrepreneurs do you guys kind of look up to?
which one do you look up to?
I personally look up to Jay Carl's at Midday Squares. He is
I've been trying to get him on the podcast.
he's fantastic. He's super high energy.
Good leader.
He's a
awesome.
great leader. He's awesome. He's passionate. You know, he's excellent at transparency and kind of like getting people to know the brand of Midday Squares, right? So I'd say he's really like an inspiration.
Yeah,
to me at least personally.
He's a great guy. Like honestly, like he's been one of our inspiration to starting this brand in the better for you space, and like we definitely look up to him.
Yeah. Same person for you or somebody different?
No, same person, honestly.
Same person. Yeah.
I was just thinking like Jake and Leslie and Nick at Midday Squares were in the exact same position as us 6 years
yeah?
ago, you know, when they were building their brand.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see the path that they took, you know, building a facility, everything that they went to, all the lessons that they learned, you know.
You have like a proper HQ and everything. Like they have a
Well, we have like a production space.
yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's fun.
What's your guys' vision for the company?
Our vision from the company. So that goes back to actually, like, I won't say too much because I can't, but one of very like cool meeting we had today.
Yep.
So we were thinking of bringing on an investor pretty soon who has ties to a lot of massive retailers. And so there's obviously more to come with that. It could take a while to finalize and it could totally fall through. But our vision is like we want this to be everywhere. We want people to know the brand. We want to make it big.
Yeah. If Bump works the way you want it to, what does it look like in 5 years?
What would you say?
I would say going into retail stores, every retail store, every major retail store, Bump is there. People are talking about Bump. People are eating Bump. You see Bump wrappers in the street, you know? We want to see
Well, don't
Bump.
let her.
No, in the garbage.
street, yeah, the garbage, yeah.
We see billboards about. I just want Bump to be everywhere.
I want it to be the pioneer of health and indulgence.
I want other brands, right, to follow that same path of I want other brands to say, wow, Bump is our inspiration because they made the most indulgent snack on the market.
And healthy, yeah.
And help.
And it's a big like not 360, but like what's the word for it? Full circle moment where like when I was 17, I was going out and I was texting all these like founders, telling them I want to work for them and how cool it is, and now just getting messages from other 17-year-olds is just like honestly very humbling and just like a full circle moment. It's
Yeah, as an entrepreneur, you always wanted to do two things. You want to get to that point where your idols become like your rivals, and then also you want to get to that point where you become that entrepreneur that you always looked up to, right? And that's that forefront. It's like I want to be that person that I wish somebody mentored me or whatever.
Right.
And I think that's definitely really, really important. How do you guys tackle like influencers and stuff like that? Do you guys reach out to influencers, let people do it?
I would say it's a mix of we reach out to influencers and influencers reach out to us. Jack, I don't know if you want to.
Are you guys very much about that? Or
It's
you
massive.
want it? Yeah?
It's like I knew the theory, like you said, like I knew the theory behind it. I watched all the YouTube videos and influencer marketing this, influencer marketing that, but I never saw it firsthand. You can have an audience of 100,000 people watching your videos if you collab with someone, and you'll get no sales. But you can have an
Views,
audience
yeah, it's not just a
of
sale.
10,000 people, quality people, and your phone's gonna ring. Your phone's gonna ring. You're gonna get 50 sales in a day.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened to us recently. We gained a lot of followers and we gained a lot of sales in such a short amount of time because of the right influencer.
Interesting. I was reading something. The founder of Red Bull, you know how they blew up? So the founder of Red Bull,
Well, they started filling garbage cans with cans of Red Bull and putting
Yeah.
it all around the city.
yeah, exactly, which is crazy. That's some crazy like guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, guerrilla marketing.
So Red Bull,
We were talking about Red Bull
really?
literally 2 days ago about how they were doing that.
yeah. So Red Bull, I was reading, for them to be like expand like their thing, they're like, we need to attack these kids staying up until 2 a.m. like studying. So they grabbed all their empties and just left it all over like school campus. And people are like, what's this Red Bull? What's this Red Bull? What's this Red Bull? And then, and now even Red Bull has transcended what, when you think of Red Bull, everybody knows that there's better energy drinks. But now it's with like extreme sports and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with the actual energy drink. It's transcended what it really is.
The marketing is genius, honestly. Also, like,
With their extreme sports?
Yeah.
it's genius.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's weird, but like in a good way though. Like I think it's for your brand to become more than what it is and be totally different is crazy, right? And still be successful. Like, I don't know. I thought that was really, really cool. What product or flavor are you guys dying to create next? Do you guys want to stay with cake? I don't know if you guys can actually say. Or you want to move on to a different product, different flavors?
I think time will tell. I mean, we definitely want to expand our lineup for sure. But we can't go into too many
Yeah, of course,
details
okay.
of what we're gonna come
What's
up
a
with
dream
next.
product? Not something you guys are thinking of doing right now, but what's something you're like, I would love to like elevate? Or you haven't thought about that yet?
Love to, like, in terms of a new product? or the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
product?
Just like add a like crazy new product, like a donut.
Honestly, I think we got our hands full with cakes. and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think cakes are very powerful.
Yeah. I mean, it's delicious for sure. I mean, I think what you were saying before, as like nostalgic, is very, 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 very
I think
true.
it's very powerful, and we can go a long ways with just that.
No, just the cake. What favorite snacks were you guys loving growing up?
Favorite snacks?
Yeah.
Favorite snacks.
Goldfish. I like chips.
Fish are delicious. Huh?
Yeah.
Goldfish are good.
Yeah.
Someone please make healthy version goldfish.
You guys make it.
You heard,
I can
you heard
make
it right here, guys. I like goldfish. I like chips.
Oreos.
Gatorade. Gatorade's
Oreos and
amazing.
Chips Ahoy growing up, those two.
That's not bad.
I was not the fittest kid, but Oreos and Chips Ahoy,
Or is a bomb birthday cake?
those
Oreos.
those two slap.
That's funny. Hardest part of of being an entrepreneur. What do you think it is?
I would say, you not giving up and just like putting in a tireless amount of effort. But for us, it doesn't even matter because we're so passionate about the idea and we love what we're doing so much that it doesn't feel like work for us. Like we don't care to stay up until 4 a.m. smashing out cakes because we love it and we think it's awesome.
Yeah, we don't necessarily love like what we're doing in the moment, but it fulfills us.
It's about a bigger picture and it fulfills us.
It makes us into like to someone without purpose school route that we're not that into. Someone who feels like they have real purpose. It's a life changing.
That we're doing something meaningful, not only to us, but to other people who care enough to buy our product. You know, the one that we spent the last year making, developing the marketing and the packaging and all these efforts. It just goes to show that it's paying off.
What's the best advice you've each received?
The best to who though?
To you?
No, but that I've received.
You've received.
The best
Each.
advice that I've received, I don't even think it would be like, it just applies to everything in life. Just like enjoy the journey. Just like you're gonna die one day. Like just be grateful. Just be happy for the little things, the big things, whatever it is. Just be happy.
What about you?
To treat others the way you want to be treated. It's a big one. Have respect for yourself. Have respect for other people. Nobody's more important than anybody. Than you know, you're not more important than anyone, and anyone's not more important than you. And yeah, just having really respect for people and having respect for yourself.
What does like winning look like for you guys? Retail stores?
Sorry?
Winning. What does winning look like?
What does winning look like?
I'd say defining a new category. I think that's a real win. It's an innovation. To me, you made something different and you were the pioneer of it and you did it. That's our win.
Yeah. You agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
With the product, you said before it was gluten-free, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys always wanted to make it gluten-free?
So, gluten-free is much more difficult to make than a gluten product because people walk into a grocery store, a lot of people try and stay away from gluten-free because they associate gluten-free with being dry, crumbly, and just not good. So it took a lot of efforts to try and really master the texture of our product to get it like gluten. So much to the fact that we were even considering gluten because at try number 900. I'm sorry, but you know what?
Like maybe we do gluten.
Maybe we do gluten.
Put the flour in there, man. See what happens.
Yeah, but we were consistent and we stuck through it. So from the start, our get-go was always non-gluten. Although at times we were questioning if we should switch to non-gluten to gluten. But we stuck without it.
Yeah,
and
like gluten is obviously much cheaper.
Yeah,
But we care so much about our ingredients and our almond
your
flour
integrity,
and almond
too.
butter.
our integrity. And
So-
you know what? Like, just in terms of the whole foods, you know, we have oat flour in there, we have almond flour in there. It's just it's more kind of whole food oriented.
Yeah, I love looking at the label and even just myself and seeing the first 10 ingredients being a literal whole food.
Yeah.
An expensive, great quality whole food.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
that's very important to me. So,
What was the flavor you guys tried to make and didn't work out yet?
Carrot cake
cheesecake.
and cheesecake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the cheesecake looked pretty bomb.
I was really
So-
hoping for that
so-
cheesecake.
Yeah, so basically carrot cake was our first ever SKU. The lemon cake replaced it actually. And basically we were just having also texture and shelf life issues with it. But again, we learned so much on the way. Like with the lemon cake, I learned so much. And then there's also the cheesecake, which was having, so it was fantastic products, by the way.
That was
Like
insane.
probably best product on the market. I'm a little biased, but really phenomenal. The only issue was the shelf life. So we realized very quickly that in our packaging, it would only hold up for maybe 3-4 days max. But
Not in
with-
terms of mold and
not as in terms of
taste.
in terms of mold, it could go 4 months plus with no mold, right? But in terms of texture, it was degrading very, very quickly. So we said, okay, we need to take this back. I'm not going to give a client something that I wouldn't eat myself or that I wouldn't give to a family member, right? So I need to take this back for a second, and we need to do more R&D onto why this is happening. So now we have chemists and things like that who are helping us, even with these two products, just kind of finalizing it, making sure that, you know, the shelf life is there, that texture is always going to be there. So yeah, I mean, I'd say carrot cake and cheesecake were the first two SKUs that didn't work out.
Carrot cake would have been pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
you know what, we're working on everything.
Yeah, that's fair. Even like one of each like cut of cake out there would be would be really cool.
Right.
I'm sure you guys can do. Is there a way to beat that shelf life?
So
You just haven't had the time to innovate that yet?
Takes a long time to test shelf life. Because however long we want the product to last, we need to, at the bare minimum, wait that amount of time. If we want it to last 120 days, product needs to wait 120 days. If we find out at the 120 days that it doesn't work,
You have to restart.
you got to restart. Something's wrong in there. You got to figure it out. So it's just repetitive, very repetitive, trying again, innovating, trying different natural preservatives, trying different humectants to keep the product moist, Yeah.
That's crazy. So when you guys were getting to distributors and stuff like that, and that must have been all new things that you guys had to learn.
100%. It's a whole different language.
Yeah.
Talking with, it's a whole different language, and one in food and two in business.
But I think we're really lucky though, because it's not only us two working on it. There's also my little friend, and his name is ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT is the best.
You didn't name chat?
Fiona.
Yeah.
It's okay, ours is named Terrence.
We named
Terrence.
Terrence. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's
He
just
has
say
a bold
I
voice,
talk to
too.
Fiona more than I talk to anyone else. So.
It's so funny. Yeah, and you find that like brainstorming with chat has been helping a lot.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
amazing.
you know what? It knows everything pretty much. So if there's ever say we're signing a contract or something and we're not sure about a term or whatever,
What does it mean? Yeah.
what does it mean? Or like just little things so many little things every day that we learn throughout the day. That it's a useful tool. It's not a useful tool to kind of. It's not going to give you an idea that's incredible and amazing and whatever. It's going to help you, at least what we use it helps us to kind of bring it forward a little bit. Not even bring it forward, but how do you?
ChatGPT?
Yeah, like it doesn't give you an idea, but it helps not in developing it, but in like.
But let's put it this way. It's a great tool to work with, and it's every single industry expert at your disposal.
Yeah.
Just put it that way. Obviously, some of the details are a bit messed up, and it'll lie to you a bit, but at the end of the day, if you know how to use it and you know how to prompt it, you're going to generate some real gold.
Yeah.
Some real gold.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think people's miscommunication when it comes to prompting? Like, how do people...
Too vague.
Too vague?
Way.
I've
too
heard that.
vague.
Yeah, you got to be as precise as possible.
Yeah. That's probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because ChatGPT, otherwise it'll assume things.
And generic.
It's gonna assume things, and it's gonna assume you're doing certain things even if you're not. Right. So you need to be as precise, detail oriented as possible. What I like to do is I like to have Gemini make a prompt for ChatGPT.
Oh wow, you're really turning two AIs against each other.
Yeah, but also, like, just know that it is bias.
Yeah, of course.
ChatGPT is bias, so don't try and make it agree with you.
Yeah.
Try and prompt it to be unbiased.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can say something simple like this and be like, that's a great idea. It's like,
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Tell me why this is not a great idea. This is not a great idea.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, well, come on, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Is there
I
certain...
learned that the hard way with formulation. It totally lied to me many times.
Really?
Well,
And how did you catch it?
Well, if I was running
Tried it.
if I was running,
that's fine.
if I was running into a certain issue, like say, product was baking up, I'm making something up with cracks on top. Okay, go into ChatGPT. Why is it baking up with cracks on top? It would tell me baking soda. Reduce it. Okay, I'd reduce it. Still the same shit. I'd be like, why is this happening, right? I'd try 10 different things, 10 different prompts. Every time I entered a different prompt, it would tell me a different reason.
Yeah, and then he puts more baking soda because it tells him, and I'll nearly throw up.
Yeah.
So I'm
Like,
I'm breathing fire.
Listen, Fiona, you're trying to kill me.
Yeah. No,
Listen,
it's
we're
Fiona's
friends.
friend that's trying to kill me. She doesn't like me very much.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so these are the last two questions of the show. Describe yourself in one word. We'll start with you.
I would say creative. Because I try to be as creative as I can in every circumstance, whether it comes to product development or even my personal life. If there's any, especially with Bump, just being creative when it comes to marketing, when it comes to product, just trying to find little things here, little things there. What if I do this? What if I do that? And just trying, and persistence also. I think persistence is a huge thing. I mean, I think 1,500 iterations will tell you that. I don't stop until I get it. And I think my ability to just like follow up with people also. Just persistence, and just keep going.
What about you?
I'd have to say grateful, honestly, because I'm grateful that we're in the position we are right now. I'm grateful for past experiences, people I've spent time with, family. I'm grateful to be here. So honestly, at the end of the day, just like enjoying the small things in life and taking it day by day. So,
And then the last one is, what does alpha mean to you? We'll start with you this time.
what does alpha mean to me? I mean, there's a lot of different ways that I can go.
Yeah.
I'd say alpha means to me is just being the best version of yourself, like being in the best shape you can be the best mentally, be the best of people around you, and providing to people who need and helping people out. I think like being the best version and helping others is what a real alpha is.
What about you?
I think alpha, it means being authentic, being yourself. And I think that's how you win. Being authentic, being yourself, and I think that's what makes you alpha.
Okay, let's bring this home. Where can they guys reach out to you, your website, all the good stuff?
So we're currently in about 15 retail locations
Yes.
around Toronto and Montreal. We're in Spirulina's, Kmart, Summerhills, and we're also selling online as well.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Just within Canada?
SnackBump.com.
Sorry?
Snackbump.com.
SnackBump.com, and on Instagram at SnackBump. That's at SnackBump.
And you guys ship just to Canada?
So right now it's just Canada.
Yeah. Awesome. And then I guess that's it for the Nice Good Socials.
Beautiful.
I appreciate you guys coming down.
Of course.
We're gonna
Thank you.
eat all this up. Aaron's gonna eat too. He loves it. I love it. This is pretty good. So I appreciate you guys coming on.
Of course.
You guys have anything you want to tell the audience before we leave?
No, I just want to
Try
say...
SnackBump.
Try Snack Bump. A lot of big things to come. You'll be hearing from us there. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it a lot. And we're very excited.
Yeah, man. We love you guys,
very
and I think you guys are gonna do great things.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're
Pleasure.
appreciative. All right, guys. If you guys are listening on Spotify, make sure to like, make sure to share, make sure to tag, listen to these guys. These guys are great guys. Good episode. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. You know how it goes. We're growing. We're a big community, but every little bit helps. Okay, we love you guys. Ciao.